So if you saw my recent video about Shannon Sharpe, where I discussed Shannon's being decimated personally and humiliated by his colleague and so-called friend, Skip Bayless, then you heard me say in a video, we have no friends. And this is so true. We as a people, we really don't have any friends, no matter how close you think you are with a member of the dominant society. One day, may not be next week, may not be next year, but someday that friend will show their true colors. Anybody with a decent IQ realizes that there is a serious race issue in America. But what you might not realize is that that same issue exists everywhere. Certainly every country that I've visited, and I've visited quite a few. After living in Mexico for a few years, I saw that the Mexican people as a group hate us as well. And so that phrase, you have no friends, rings true to me almost every day. And I'm not someone who stays in. I actually engage with people. I've lived in 4 states already, so I know that which I speak. Well, now it appears that Kevin Hart, the comedian, is experiencing this as well. Now, Kevin, being a celebrity, a wealthy one at that, runs in rarefied air. I mean, everyone he's in contact with, he probably gets along nicely with most of his colleagues and friends, anyone in his social circle. But it is the people who live outside and live in the real world say whatever's on their mind without fear or reciprocity because they figure they have nothing to lose. People who run in the circles with Kevin Hart, if they get out of line, they figure they're out of a job. There's a movement in Egypt right now to ban Kevin Hart over an alleged statement that he made on Twitter where he promoted his, quote, Afrocentrism. Now, I first saw this on Torian Rain's YouTube channel, and I thought I'd do some digging and put in my 2 cents. Now, Torian made an excellent point. And it's a little detail, but it's always the little details that we seem to overlook as a society whenever there are calls to cancel some celebrity. The little detail that Torian Rain pointed out was nobody who's calling for his cancellation, no one has provided the actual tweet that Kevin made about Afrocentrism and about being descendants of Egyptians. I actually went online and I went searching to see if I could find the tweet, and I can't find it. Mainstream media is not really talking about it. All of these second-rate websites are the only ones that seems to be promoting this story. And so, against my better judgment, I chose to share with you an article from one of these second-rate websites. And I know that by now, most of you heard about this story, these calls for cancellation of Kevin Hart. Now, as a brother, I not only want to stand by his side, but I want to also help clear the air of all of the nonsense and garbage, and especially the lack of proof that Kevin even said what they claimed he said. You feel me? Okay, so the article reads, calls are growing in Egypt to cancel the upcoming stand-up show in Cairo by U.S. comedy star Kevin Hart over his past comments in support of Afrocentrism on ancient Egypt. On Tuesday, Hart announced on Twitter that he will be performing for the first time in Egypt at the Cairo Indoor Stadium in February 2023. However, his post promoting his reality check tour prompted many Egyptian users to call for the show to be boycotted due to Hart's Afrocentric views of ancient Egyptian civilization. Some users have started using hashtags calling for the show to be canceled and saying that Hart is, quote, not welcome in the country as an Egyptian history is a red line. Honestly, I see this as the dominant society going after one of our own, especially someone who is wealthy and famous. They love to tear them down. Now, the article goes on to say one user said Afrocentrists want to steal and attribute Egypt's civilization to Africans and tell modern Egyptians that we are occupying Egypt from them. He highlighted that Hart had invested in an Afrocentric animation series. We must all participate in the campaign to cancel Kevin's concert. Among those calling for the show to be canceled was Egyptian actor Yusuf Othman. You know that you are part of the dominant society, or at least you align yourself with the dominant society, when you have to resort to using the term blackwashing. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just going to leave the article right there, folks. I wanted to share with you my thoughts. And remember what I said earlier. No one has yet been able to provide the original tweet that is attributed to Kevin Hart. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Hit like, share this video on social media, and most importantly, please enable alerts so you know when I upload my next video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.